Hey everybody, it's Rory from A&S Gear, and we've got some new goggles to look at. We have the base goggle systems right here. So we have 3 different goggles in front of us. 2 of them are still in their boxes. We'll pull those out, but we're going to start from the most basic version, move up from there. So this is the GSF. So this is the more frugal or basic version, where it doesn't have as nice a foam inside of it, and it has the single pane lens, but it does have the visor, has the same mask bottom and sides as the better version does. So GSF right here is going to be your basic bare bones version of this mask. Now moving over to the other one, this is the GSO. This one comes in a couple color options right here. This one comes in 4 colors. This one has 8 different color options on it, as well as a better foam insert right here. So a much softer, much denser, more plush foam system. And comes with a thermal lens in it as well. So the GSO, or I'm sorry, the GSF comes with the same mask like piece on the bottom right here and the top, but comes with a single lens and not as nice a foam system inside of it. The GSO right here, better foam, better dual pane thermal lensing, but this part around the outside is the same, running around right here. They both have, this one has a printed goggle strap on there. This one doesn't. It just has a basic black goggle strap, although they both do have silicone beading on the back of them to help with the any kind of slippage. They both have chin straps built into them as well. It's just this comes with more colors, better foam, better lens. Now moving over to this one, this is a GSO also, but this is the full coverage version of the mask right here. So let's pull this one out. This has the better foam inside of it, the nicer, softer, plusher foam, but it also has the thermal lens in it. So these 2 right here are the same mask, lens-wise, foam-wise. This is just the full cover version. This is the standard mask version. And this is the more basic version right here. Basic lens, basic foam. But let's get into it and see how they all come apart, because they all come apart the same way. Let's move over to this tan one right here, and we'll show you how it comes apart. So obviously the chin strap is integrated into the bottom. It is riveted into place. So if you need to pull this out, which I don't recommend, you would have to cut it out of there. But don't do that. You don't need to take that out of there. Wear your chin strap. Inside here, the foam is on one bracket. So the top and bottom are together on one piece. And we're going to remove those out of there by pulling on these tabs on the side and popping the foam piece out there. And then popping the foam piece out there. That's going to allow us to bring it on out here. You can see it right there. So our foam has popped out. Now, once our foam is out, inside here we can rotate this piece. And with the foam being inside, you can't rotate it. So this acts as like 2 different things. This is the carrier for your foam, but it is also the locking device to not allow this to rotate on the inside. So we're going to rotate this piece like 45 degrees so that these tabs you can see right here are vertical up and down, and that will allow us to poke it out the side. So I'm going to grab this whole piece at the front right here. I'm grabbing this whole unit and I'm kind of getting my thumb underneath the strap right here. And I'm going to rotate forward, and that will allow me to pop this piece completely out. When I go to put it back in, I'm going to rotate it 45 degrees, drop it in, and then rotate it back. So right now we're taking them out. So I did it to that side. I'm going to go to this side. I'm going to rotate forward, and then I can pop it out from the inside here. And then from that point, I can just push my lens forward. And there are a bunch of different lens colors and looks on the website also, so go through there. You can see which lenses you like. If you needed to replace your thermal lens, you pop it out. If you picked up the basic version and you were done with the single style lens, you could pop that one out and replace it with the thermal version. Basically upgrade it to this one right here. All the parts are available, so you can switch it as much as you need to, or do what you need as far as upgrading this cheaper one or replacing parts in the more expensive one. When we're done, we figured out what lens we want to go with. We're just going to slide it back in. We do need to make sure that the side pieces of our lens do actually go in. They don't go over the outside. So if you're putting it in and it seems to be sticking out like that, that's not what you want. You want it to go right in there. Pull that back. And same thing for the other side. pull that back, make sure it's going to fit inside there. Now for here, we'll take our strap, rotate it. Remember, before we're going to put it in, we want to make sure we push in here. And I'm using my fingers on the other side to push the lens down inside here to make sure that it is as pancaked as possible to allow our tabs to rotate freely. It's very easy if you have this rotated forward like this and you don't push this down, the clearance isn't there and the tabs won't move and you'll be struggling trying to turn it. So make sure you're pushing this way, pushing that lens down against the frame, and also pushing your tab in, and then rotate back. If you're pushing from both sides, it should be super easy to get it in there. All right, so put this forward, rotate our 45 so it drops in, pushing from both sides, and then rotating back. That's what I'm talking about. I'm not giving it enough from the top here to rotate it in. And there we go. Once we've got both our tabs locked in place, we can reinstall our foam, because remember, these edge pieces is what locks that rotating device in place, not allowing it to unlock itself or to rotate itself free while you're playing, which you don't want that to happen. So then we can just snap that in place, snap that in place, and that keeps us from being able to move that. And there we go. Very, very simple design, very easy to take apart. One thing about these goggles that I will tell you right now is the visor is integrated into the mask system. So you cannot remove the visor off if you didn't want to have a visor on it. It is part of the system. It does not come off independent of the rest of the mask. The rest of the mask, excuse me. So going over it again, GSF right here comes in 4 different colors, but it does have the single pane lens and basic foam on the inside. The GSO comes in 8 different colors, does come with the better lens, the thermal lens, as well as the better foam on the inside. And then the full coverage version of the GSO, again, better foam, better lens, just a full coverage version. All these are available through the website, multiple colors, multiple lens options, all those things. Get on the website, check it out. Base goggles available at ansgear.com.